Hello, my name is Jan. In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk about VBA, Visual Basic for Application. We used VBA code before by actually recording macros. That's what all it is. So in this case, I'm just going to create a simple functionality here, which will allow me to basically add a specific number here. Let's merge the cells. I'm just going to put border all around. I'm just going to put a number, let's put number 25. Okay, so I'm going to click away and then I'm going to select the cell again. The first thing I need to do is change the account into general. I will then center align both top vertical and horizontal alignment. I'm going to increase the font size and I'm going to make it bold as well. Okay. So when I press a particular button, I want this number to change to 25. When I press a different button to change to 35 and 45 as well. So I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to select Shapes. I'm just going to select this fancy button here. So click and drag. And what I'm going to do here, let's make it fancy here. All right. So I'm just going to type here 25. And I'm going to center align and vertical align center, horizontal vertical align center. I'm going to double click to highlight the text and I'm just going to increase the font size a bit and make it bold. All right, so I've got 25. So I'm going to select this icon now. I'm going to hold this control and the shift key down, and as you can see, my mouse cursor has the little square and the little plus icon. So click and drag to basically replicate this value. Oops, a couple times. Oops. Let's use the shift key down just to move a bit to the right, to the left. All right. So I'm just going to change this to 35. And I'll change this to 45. All right. So when I press this 25, I want this number to add it 25. If I click here 35, I want this value to change to 35. And this value, if I click here, this value to change to 45. So the only thing I need to do, because I'm lazy, I'm just going to record the first macro. So I'm going to go to the Developers tab. So make sure I'm selecting this cell here. I'm going to click on Record Macro, and I'm going to call this macro add 25. All one word. And my macro is recording now. So I'm just going to go there, delete the number here, and add 25. Press the Enter key to register, and then click here again. And I'm going to stop the macro now. So now I'm going to right click here. I'm going to select Assign Macro. And I'm going to select Add 25. Click OK. So it doesn't really matter what value I've got here, or if the value is blank. As soon as I click here, the number 25 will be added. Now, I could do the same by actually record some more macros for 35 and 45. But it's going to be quicker if I go through VBA Code, Visual Basic for Application. I'm going to click here, Visual Basic. I'm going to double click on the last module that I've just created. And then I'm going to delete the programmer's comments because I don't need them anymore. So as you can see, these are only 3 lines of code here. So I'm going to copy these lines of code. Okay, all 5 lines of code. I'm going to skip a couple of lines and paste it 2 more times. So the next value is 35 and the next value is 45. And the only thing I need to change now, change the 25 to 35. And change the 25 here to 45. Now I'm going to save. I'm going to close. I'm going to right click here on 35, assign a macro. Now my 35 is here. Click OK. And my 45 is here. I'm going to assign the macro 45. So now if I click away, if I click 25, I've got 25. If I click 35, I've got 35. If I click 45, I've got 45, 25, 35, 45. As you can see, there's multiple ways to do the same thing in the computer world. But VBA, Visual Basic for Application, allows us to basically add the code a lot quicker. So imagine if you had 100 buttons, it's quicker to basically copy and paste the VBA code and just change a couple values instead of actually keep recording the macros over and over again. On top of that, you have full access and full control of the actual code here. So if after I'm selecting the range first of all, then I'm changing the value, then I might want to actually select a different range, for example A1. I want to select A1, so here I can actually put A1. Let's put here. Here I will change it to B4, and here I'm going to change it to C8. C8. So basically I'm selecting a different cell every time the number changes. So if I save it and exit, so if I click on 25, I'm selecting A1. The number changes to 25, but I'm selecting A1. If I click on 35, I'm adding 35, and then I'm selecting B4. And if I click to 45, I'm adding 45, and then I'm selecting C8, as you can see here. All right. So this is how you edit in a VBA code, and this is basically what VBA code is, Visual Basic for Application. I hope you've learned something new today. I hope you will be able to apply these new skills of yours onto your projects. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.